All right, let's check it out. Elite specializations are back. Mesmer, Ranger, and Guardian. Really expected. The three that they've kind of featured in the Visions of Eternity trailer, which is the Mesmer, Elementalist, and Thief. They teased the Ranger and the Guardian and gave us the names on socials last week. God, that art is pretty. So I'm not sure why they didn't do the three in the launch trailer. It's a little odd. But whatever. We get 3 a week. We get 3 a week starting today. Mesmer, Ranger, and Guardian. So they're all in the same trailer. Okay, let me open this up on YouTube here. I have not seen this yet. So we know that this is the... Ooh, there's a harp too. We know that this is the Troubadour, the Galeshot, and the Luminary. Wow, I did not expect to get details on my Guardian today. Today is Blue Day, because we're going to play Blueprints. Oh my god, stop waking out. Why does my YouTube... Yay!
Their wild hunt lead them into the world where they experience tragedy and heroics, adventure and excitement. Now that they've returned to the grove, the Troubadour is ready to share their journeys in melody and tale. Let the instruments aid in battle.
Wait, Wild Hunt, I'm confused. They started off talking about, it sounded like they were talking about a Sylvari very specifically, but they're talking about the Troubadour Mesmer. Sorry, my brain got stuck on Wild Hunt and returning to the Grove. I was like, what? This isn't, and they're not even showing a Sylvari. Sorry, my brain got stuck and I wasn't paying attention to anything she was saying. Let's try that again. It is a Sylvari? That's very much not a Sylvari. Oh, Sylvari lore behind the spec? Oh, maybe that's it. Remember, because they told us that, like, these were apparently, like, taught to us by members of the Tyrian Alliance? So, okay, it could be that. Troubadours are made by Sylvari. Okay, there's details in the blog. Okay. They gave us the video first, so I'm watching the video first, and that confused me. This is Sylvari using a human illusion, that's right. And they're naked. The clothes are all illusions. Okay. Welcome back, Fubs. How you doing? Welcome back to the game. All right. I know, exciting stuff. This is so cool. These graphics are so cool.
Their wild hunt lead them into the world where they experience tragedy and heroics, adventure and excitement.
That sound effect is so good.
Now that they've returned to the grove, the Troubadour is ready to share their journeys in melody and tale.
That harp is pretty.
Let the instruments aid in battle, flustering your enemies, giving your allies time to attack. The lute strums 3 times on its magical strings, sending pulses of energy forth to deal damage to your enemies. As the battle's tempo ebbs and flows, let the harp heal your allies for a moment of soothing melodies.
Wow.
And as you build up notes, be ready to strike a crescendo upon your enemies while giving your allies a helping hand.
Okay, so it's
Tales
support
of the
class.
Dominion of Winds are whispered.
Oh, that bow. Dominion of
Graceful
Winds.
warriors from the royal
Let's
houses
go.
have emerged, eager to share their ways with the Tyrian Alliance. The Galeshot manipulates magnificent gales to strengthen the power of their bow. Draw your Cyclone Bow, a testament to the magical abilities of these skilled Tengu. With your Cyclone Bow summoned,
oh my god, how it's connected to the races and the
use these feathers
Alliance
to
members.
Your enemy.
That's
Firing
incredible.
3 arrows rapidly at your target.
Guardian's gonna be faux fire.
Backwards,
and
shooting
Ascalon.
a hail of wind and arrows, crippling your would-be assailants. Use your supersonic arrow, bursting forth with the power of the wind.
Oh, that's so pretty. Oh my god.
And finish off your enemy with a final blow, leaping back with a flourish of arrows.
Oh my god. The effects are so
As your
pretty. I'm gonna
enemies
play
fall,
Ranger again.
Let the wind carry their last breath away. Rising from the ashes of the Char Civil War,
Yep.
the Iron and Flame Legions have combined their
Char
technological
Civil
and
War.
magical sensibilities to harness radiant flame to beckon forth an era of change. Call up the Radiant Shroud to gain access to the power bestowed upon you. Protect yourself with your shield and daze your enemies with a quick bash. Bring the hammer
Shield.
down upon them as you grant boons to your allies with the hammer's presence. Take a stance against the damages done to your allies as you heal and grant them protection. Become a symbol of hope by fulfilling the duties of the Luminary.
That axe. They had like, wow, like a spirit shield, a spirit hammer, spirit axe. Huh. That was a lot. Wow. Wow. Now remember that these aren't specifically tied to certain weapons because we're not getting new weapons. So it wasn't the faux fire necessarily, it was the Char Civil War? Interesting. I need to watch that all again. Oh my, there was so much info there. There was so much info. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, the Luminary was tied to Char lore. The Galeshot to the Tengu, and the Mesmer to Sylvari. Okay, let's read the blog post so we have more context, and then we'll watch this again. Wow. Oh my god, the art is so good. I love the Sylvari with her ponytail. She's so pretty. There's a sword too, a sword and a shield. So the Mesmer like summons instruments. The Guardian summons like these ghostly weapons as well. These ghostly weapons, and then the Galeshot. It's all about like summoning. They're all like summoning, like they summon their bow. Okay. Wow. Oh, these are so pretty. Oh my god, the artwork is so gorgeous. It's so gorgeous. Yeah, so the Mesmer is the loot. The Galeshot we knew was the bow. That's pretty obvious. And then the Guardian is the shield. Okay, protectors of the secret flame. Okay, I guess the lore makes it make sense. Yeah, okay, I'm curious to read these. Okay. Wow. All right. All right. Mm-hmm. The Iron and the Flame Legion working together now, whereas they used to war with each other. Right, right. That's cool. I love how these are rooted in lore. I love it. That is so cool. Last week we announced our 6th expansion. Oh, hold on. Make myself big again because we're just covering the side stuff. Last week we announced our 6th expansion, Guild Wars 2 Visions of Eternity, and with that comes the news that Elite Specializations are back. Over the next 3 weeks, we'll be providing details on all 9 Elite Specializations through trailers, blogs, and live streams. This week, we're focusing on the Mesmer, Ranger, and Guardian. I guess they chose like a light profession, a medium profession, and a heavy profession, right? Hi, Jospel. Hi, Ambrosia. How you doing? Iridescent, how you doing? Welcome, everybody. Yes, love the racial connections. Yes, yes, yes. More shields ruining Guardian fashion shots. That's right. Oh, that was the first thing I noticed in the trailer was Guardian Aegis was still was still there. Now my hair matches the Mesmer. See, last time it matched the expansion logo. Then I was like, you know what? It's going to be Mesmer today. Mesmer. Maddie! Hi, Maddie. How you doing? OMG, let's go. Let's go. I forget. Do you play Mesmer? What do you mean? I totally forget. That's right. I'm changing to Mesmer main. Brings back the brings emphasis back to the Guild Wars 2 lore after all the Guild Wars 1 connections. Yes, I noticed that too. Yes. There's been a lot of going back to Guild Wars 1 and bringing back Guild Wars 1 characters and lore and stuff, which I absolutely love as a Guild Wars 1 vet. But but not everybody played Guild Wars 1, and when you do it too much, then you kind of alienate people who haven't played Guild Wars 1. Um, so yeah, I like that these are rooted. It seems to be rooted more in Guild Wars 2. I'm still wondering who the Revenant legend is going to be. That's of course you play Mesmer. That's oh my gosh, yes, this is your spec. All the music peeps, This is your spec. So tune in on Friday at 12 p.m. Pacific time, which is 3 p.m. Eastern time, Peachy time, which is 2 hours from now on Friday will be the live stream where they are showing these off. And we will be watching that on Friday. The Troubadour, inspiring storytellers. Since the firstborn emerged from beneath the boughs of the Pale Tree 36 years ago, many Sylvari have taken the lesson where life goes, so too should you, to heart. Traversing Tyria, battling their inner dragons, and finding their place in the time after. These far-flung travelers have seen and done much in a short time, and some, whether through whim or wild hunt, have taken to regaling Tyrians with tales of recent famous and infamous figures, such as the cunning Dougal Keen, the fearless Elmora Soulkeeper, and even the scathing Scarlet Briar. Battling their inner dragons, that means so much now. Hard not to main Mesmer, best skills in the game. Oh, do we not have an Asura legend? So maybe Vec or Snaff? Oh, Snaff would be incredible. Snaff would be incredible. Welcome back, Grizzly. Now these Sylvari troubadours have returned home from their time abroad to share their craft in good faith and to strengthen their bonds between their people and the rest of the Tyrian alliance. Troubadours spin dramatic ballads and tales as their words weave magic and music to raise ally spirits and demoralize their foes. Their recitals can even be accompanied by illusionary instruments for additional effect. Build up to a crescendo. Troubadours are mesmers who seek to support their allies in battle through the power of music and the fantastical tales of Tyrian heroics. Being more orally focused, troubadours opt to manifest their power by generating musical notes with their abilities rather than visually deceptive clones. So no clones. And wasn't the virtuoso like that too? They generate music notes, like actual music notes. You're gonna see music notes floating around your character. These notes are used to extend the duration of their instrumental enchantments, allowing them to command a lasting presence in combat. Once their orchestra is in full swing, troubadours use their keynote skill, crescendo, to swing the tides of battle with appropriate flair. That's so cool. So it is very much like a buff, and it's a support class. Thank you for the hydration, Regal Peach. I was already with you. Hey, Mitram. Yeah, the lore is good. I love it. This is like a support virtuoso. They're stressing the damage and heals and support. Yeah. The power of songs and tales. When playing as a troubadour, your shatter skills are replaced by instruments. When an instrument is played, it produces an initial magical effect. Performing with the reverberating lute will release waves of sonic energy, damaging enemies. I liked the visual for that. Strumming the harmonious harp will create a healing area to provide succor to allies. After an instrument is used, it will continue playing in the background, providing bonuses to the player that can be further augmented through traits. That is so cool. I want to know what audible cues and music and sound effects accompany that. Like, are they going to have like troubadours have their own theme music, and it's just like you have your orchestra playing behind you in battle, right? Troubadours use their voices as well as their instruments. They can recite the tale of Queen Jenna protecting divinity's reach to grant their allies distortion. Or they can invoke the story of Scarlet Briar, emulating her cruelty to debilitate their enemies. That's so cool. Troubadours, I wonder if the skill icons are like the characters. Troubadours can become a whole band on their own through the Grandmaster trait Call and Response, creating an after image of an instrument that repeats its effect. This is so cool! Oh my god, strumming Fear Not This Night, right? Oh my god. This is so cool! Wow. It'll be cool to see them go into more detail for the live stream. What is this support? I just throw knives, right? Oh my gosh. And the Galeshot. These all look so cool. Masters of the Wind. For over 100 years, the Tengu of the Dominion of Winds have kept their gates shut and their arrows trained on the outside world. After minions of Primordus and Jormag threatened to siege the Dominion's walls in the last Dragon Rise, some Tengu have emerged to more actively engage in Tyrian affairs and, as a rare honor, offer cultural exchanges at the behest of their royal houses. One such exchange is the honor tradition of the Galeshot. I'm getting like a Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom vibes, like the Rivali, like Rivali's like wind skills and like Link's bow, Super Zelda vibes from this. These Tengu archers, skilled and oathbound to protect the royal houses, are able to summon the 4 cardinal winds to form a powerful cyclone bow and deliver swift justice to their foes. As contributing members of the Tyrian Alliance, the Tengu now offer tutelage in these skills to willing outsiders who express interest in the Galeshot craft. Wow, that's so cool. So, during Soto and Janthier Wilds, when we had all those Tyrian Alliance scenes, there were Tengu from the Dominion of Winds there, right? There was a representative, even though we can't go to the Dominion of Winds. There was a representative there, because we saw a representative of the Canthan Tengu. But we also had someone there from the Dominion of Winds, right? And like, weren't they like talking? Like the Tengu were hanging out together and talking? I think so. This is cool. I've always loved Ranger. It's always been like pretty much my secondary class that I've played. A power chord, Maddie. Yes, yes. This is so cool. I love this like cyclone bow. So is that like a kit then? You like summon the bow and then like all your skills change? It's gotta be, right? Whereas the Mesmer are the instruments like, is that a kit or is that just like your F skills and then your weapon goes away and you play the um the instrument? That Tengu was your date on that one mission in EOD. Yes. Yes. Um shoot, what was her name? That really sweet, cute Tengu that we're friends with. I forget her name. Ayumi. She's adorable. She's adorable. Ooh, what if we could change the colors? I want that bow skin. I just want that bow skin. I'm sad that it's like, it's got to be locked to the Galeshot. Oh, I could see that, Talus. Yeah. It's got to use like new animations and stuff. They can't just like reuse stuff. If that's that could be a legendary longbow. That's gorgeous. Wielders of the Cyclone Bow, Galeshots are rangers and the premier archers of Tyria. Using their aptitude for nature magic, they can sculpt and command the wind at will. This power is manifested in the Cyclone Bow, a weapon that is capable of long-range devastation. The Cyclone Bow increases in strength as it's used, culminating in a powerful coup de grace to dispatch your enemies. Learning from nature, Galeshots emulate birds in the sky by employing squalls of air. They are swift and graceful to ensure advantageous positioning in battle. They emulate birds in the sky. That's so, man, this makes me want to play Ranger. Battle with keen sight and unerring aim. Galeshots are able to call upon the Cyclone Bow at will. The cyclone bow generates arrows over time. Interesting. These arrows are a resource used to fuel its skills, such as supersonic arrow. Ooh, like a charge system, like pip system, such as supersonic arrow, a lightning fast shot of wind that deals heavy damage to its to enemies it pierces. As you use arrow consuming skills with the bow, you progress towards enabling its finale, Hawkeye. Hawkeye locks onto your target and nearby enemies, then unleashes a hail of shredding arrows. These archers utilize squalls to control the flow of battle. They can call upon a freezing wind to chill their projectiles, launch themselves with a whirlwind, or even summon a raging tornado. Galeshots can, they're wind rangers, wind archers, even summon a raging tornado. Galeshots can form a closer bond with their avian allies through traits like flock together, flock to me, enhancing bird pets and granting quickness to allies with beast skills. I feel like you have to use this with a bird pet, right? Or something with wings at the very least. Yeah, specifically enhancing bird pets. Wow, that's so cool. And they get quickness to allies. Oh my gosh, yes. Salmeyer, thank you for the 37 months. Appreciate you using your Prime
Hello,
sub.
Peachy and Peaches. I'm done with my annual 6-month break from GW2 and ready to once again play it like it's my full-time job.
Yeah, let's go. Welcome back. Welcome back, Salmar. Enjoy. Yes, catch up with Janthier Wilds and yes. Yes. Enjoy. Welcome back. I don't hate it. I'm just waiting to see more Friday. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, we're going to learn a lot more on Friday. All right, Guardian. The Luminary, protectors of the secret flame. In the years following the Char Civil War and the scattering of Bangar's dominion, relations between the four legions have remained steady, bolstered by events after the end of the Dragon Cycle. With the Flame Legion formally rejoining the legions and the Iron Legion having appointed Smoter's successor, the two legions sought to commemorate the changing times with a joint project. Thus, the Luminary was born. Hey, bringing people together, alliance, as a theme between the Char. That's good. That's good. What's up, Calcius? In a shrewd diplomatic play, the two legions have since agreed to share their combined efforts with the Tyrian Alliance and its member races in the spirit of continued collaboration in this new era. Luminaries bear an enchanted iron brazier that sustains a powerful sacred flame. The bearer can wreathe themselves with this fire and wield a blazing arsenal of weapons against their foes while striking powerful stances mid-fray. Stances, okay. Okay. Harness the Radiant Shroud. Luminaries are guardians, stalwart combatants on the battlefield capable of putting out respectable damage or supporting their allies. Their brazier provides energy for the Radiant Shroud, in which they are able to wield various weapons of light and flame to adapt to the situation at hand. Luminaries also have access to stance utility skills, gaining additional tools for offense, defense, crowd control, and mobility. Cool. Love all those things. Make me go faster. Give me some CC. Okay. Weapons of Light and Flame. I like that it's like the Flame Legion, and it's the Flame Legion and the Iron Legion coming together, right? It's all of the Legion, the Char Legions joining and allying, but specifically the Iron and the Flame. So making flame weapons is like very on theme, right? Necro Shroud on Guardian. Yeah, is it going to be like Radiant Shroud? Okay, I'm very curious to see how this works. Radiant Shroud is a new take on the Shroud mechanic. This shroud has no limiting resource, allowing players to always enter when the shroud is not on cooldown. While in Radiant Shroud, your weapon skills are replaced with 5 new skills, a basic attack in the first slot and 4 radiant weapon skills in the 2nd through 5th slots. Ah, wow. So it is Guardian's getting a Necro Shroud. Wow. Wow. Definitely didn't have that. Okay. Illuminating weaponry. Using a radiant weapon skill will equip that weapon while performing an initial attack and then flip over into the weapon's additional skill. Okay. The Luminary's Grandmaster sounds kind of like the tomes of the Firebrand. The Luminaries, everybody's got a Grandmaster, this like special attack here. The Luminary's Grandmaster minor trait, Radiant Armaments, grants a unique passive bonus based on the equipped weapon, which lingers for a bit after exiting Shroud. Luminaries looking to maximize their outgoing damage may want to use the hammer right before exiting to take advantage of its bonus damage passive, while those who need to support their allies might prefer to end on staff to gain access to its increased outgoing healing. Players are free to use all 4 weapons while in Shroud, but there is a trade-off. The recharge time of Radiant Shroud will increase for each weapon used beyond the first. Oh, okay. We really got to see the live streams on Friday where they go into detail. Why did they get a new screenshot? We didn't get a new screenshot. Okay, now we got to watch the video again now that we have some context. What's next? We hope you've enjoyed our first of 3 Elite Specialization previews. We'll be back next week with details on the next 3. And don't forget to tune in to our Twitch channel this Friday for a closer look at Troubadour, Galeshot, and Luminary. Very cool. All right, excellent. Let's watch the trailer again here, now that we have a little more context. We already were piano players with the Firebrand. I'm glad there's no limiting resource. The Necro resource always made it awkward for you. Yeah, wow. Necro Shroud. Guardian's getting a Shroud. Cool. Yeah, and the shield, that shield was the Guardian icon. So the winged helmet is definitely the Paragon. All right.
Their wild hunt lead them into the world where they experience tragedy and heroics, adventure and excitement. Now that they've returned to the grove, the Troubadour is ready to share their journeys in melody and tale. Let the instruments aid in battle, flustering your enemies, giving your allies time to attack. The lute strums 3 times on its magical strings, sending pulses of energy forth to deal damage to your enemies. As the battle's tempo ebbs and flows, let the heart heal your allies for a moment of soothing melodies. And as you build up notes, be ready to strike a crescendo upon your enemies, while giving your allies a helping hand. Tales of the Dominion of Winds are whispered on the breeze. Graceful warriors from the royal houses have emerged, eager to share their ways with the Tyrian Alliance.
Guild Wars 2,
The
3 houses.
Galeshot manipulates magnificent gales to strengthen the power of their bow. Draw your Cyclone Bow, a testament to the magical abilities of these skilled Tengu. With your Cyclone Bow summoned, gain feathers over time. Use these feathers to bluster your enemy, firing 3 arrows rapidly at your target. Evade backwards, shooting a hail of wind and arrows, crippling your would-be assailants. Use your supersonic arrow, bursting forth with the power of the wind, dealing heavy damage. And finish off your enemy with a final blow, leaping back with a flourish of arrows. As your enemies fall, let the wind carry their last breath away.
Let the wind carry their last breath away!
Civil War, the Iron and Flame Legions have combined their technological
Hi,
and magical
Perizona!
sensibilities to harness radiant flame to beckon forth an era of change. Call up the Radiant Shroud to gain access to the power bestowed upon you. Protect yourself with your shield and
that was
daze
a
your
leap
enemies
into
with
battle.
a quick bash. Bring the hammer down upon them as you grant boons to your allies with the hammer's presence. Take a stance against the damages done to your allies as you heal and grant them protection. Become a symbol of hope by fulfilling the duties of the Luminary.
Boy, it's really kind of everything. It's it's damage, it's healing. There's like a healing skill, a damage skill, like the hammer is. Was this the axe? The axe here was healing? It said there was a staff too. Unless that's the staff. And then like whichever one you use last when you come out of Shroud, with one of the traits, I think, it persists out of Shroud for a bit. So there's a sword and a shield. So funny we get a little lantern thing. So there's a sword and a shield, and then the hammer, which does damage. I wonder if the sword and shield is like the default, because they said there was like an auto attack. And then you can do the shield, so maybe there is like a shield skill. And then there's a hammer that does damage. There's a staff, and she never said axe, so this might be the staff. There's a staff that heals and buffs. I love these previews. So good. Look, oh, it's so radiant. So shiny. Give me my shiny guardian. Give me my shiny guardian. I will blind you all with shiny light. Hi, Dibs. Hey, Playtown. Greetings from the Smoky Mountains. Oh my god, have fun. I think that is the staff. Nebliorn, welcome. Welcome, everybody. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think that is the staff. It looks like a great axe to me, but yeah, I think it's just a very pointy staff. Oh, that was a raid. Oh, sorry, my alerts were off. Perizona, thank you so much for the raid. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the Elite Spec reveal today. What's Perizona's main class? What do y'all main? I love that this wild hunt you return not as a warrior or a witcher, but as a bard, right? Ranger. Are you, so I'm curious. So everybody who mains Mesmer, like, thumbs up, thumbs down. Do you like the Troubadour? How do you look at that harp? I haven't seen anybody who's like upset about the Troubadour. Not the name, but like the bard Mesmer, basically. Like, I haven't seen anybody who like mains Mesmer who's like, this sucks. Why do we get this? I have seen some people who are not super excited about the Ranger. Because they just don't want another bow on Ranger. Even though that's what the Ranger is literally in its name. You want a harp anyway, looks amazing. Don't really main anything anymore after over a decade of switching. Fair. Yeah, play, you know, what's fun for you in the moment. Green Luther mains Ranger, Soul Beast. What do you think about the Galeshot? Give me a Fender skin. Oh no, your Char Mesmer won't be able to do it because of his backstory, but your Norn Mesmer will give it a shot. There you go. Middle thumb. Okay. Bard is cool in any game. Yup. Hey, zebras. I love archers. That's why I like main Dragon Hunter. I never put down my Dragon Hunter longbow. That's why I'm like, oh my god, I want to try the Galeshot because I love range. Excited for Galeshot? Excited about Troubadour? What about my Guardians? What are you thinking about Luminary? I gotta see how it plays. I'm not like squeeing my head off about I love that they're all tied to lore. I'm not squeeing my head off about this, but I gotta see it. I gotta see it and I gotta play it, right? I do like my shiny. Give me my. I like the. I like doing everything in combat. I like being. I like supporting my allies. I like, doing damage. I like being mobile. Having some CC in there. I don't have like one role that I like to play on my guardian. So and I kind of like to do everything, and this does sound like it kind of does everything. So it could be a very fun class to play. Going very curious about the shroud. I'm not I do love necromancer, but I don't play necromancer a lot, so I'm not super familiar with the shroud mechanic. Um so it'll be something to get used to. So I'm not like flipping out about it, but I'm not like, wow, this sucks. What is this? Either. I'm kind of in the middle right now. I need to see it. I need to see it in gameplay. I need to try it for myself to see how it feels. Because for me, it's all about just like how it feels to play, right? How fun is it just running around in PvE or doing a meta event or a convergence or something? Just how does it feel in combat? Is it fun to use in combat? That determines everything. So it's like the Green Lantern because you conjure weapons. Yes, yes. Um, Elite Spec icons confirmed. That would be. I think did they make a post? They made a post about that. Yeah, here. Yeah. So, yeah, so that's 5 Elite Spec icons confirmed 100%. Um, pretty safe to say, I still say pretty safe to say this is the Paragon and this is the Ritualist. So the only ones we're not sure of. So we have this and this as the NG. We know like they've given us absolutely nothing about the NG or the Revenant. I'm married to NG Metallurgist for this icon, but it could be the other way around. So that would now that we have that the shield is Guardian, um that would make this Revenant. That would make this little chompy thing Revenant. So like what legend is that? Can you tell? Is it possible? I feel like the other elite specs, especially like the last 2 rounds, were very just like symbols, right? Like they were very abstract. Like I guess you could say like the Victor and Archimedes were like it was, a double pronged thing, but like it didn't like was it their symbol? Right? So like can you tell? But I feel like this round of elite specs is a little more detailed. They're more objects rather than symbols. Quaggan legend. Yes. Yes. Oh, it's the Tyrian Alliance. You got to remember. Right, right. It's the Tyrian Alliance. So who, and I wonder if they're going to go with like a different, they have to go with like a different race because like the Mesmers like Sylvari in general, like Sylvari Wild Hunt in general. That's the new speculation, right? Yes, that's the new speculation. Is who from the Tyrian Alliance, what race from the Tyrian Alliance taught them these things, right? So now we have Char legions for Guardian. We have Sylvari in general for Troubadour. We have the Dominion of Winds Tengu specifically for the Ranger. So what are the other ones going to be? So we have the Evoker with their little fox spirit for elementalists. So like who could teach them that? Um and then the thief has antiquary. It's got to be Scrit. Are there Scrit But there aren't Skrit in the Tyrian Alliance. Have we seen a Skrit there? I don't think so. No, but no, it's specifically Tyrian Alliance. Have we seen a Skrit? Are Skrit part of the Tyrian Alliance? Fox Spirit, I think Canthan makes the most sense. It's most on theme, you know, for them. Could the orb be for the eternal alchemy or something? So Asura base, thinking like could be like OMAD. That would be insane. It's possible. It's possible. It's very possible. Skrit were part of the pact. Ritualist is Canthan and Paragon is Alona. You're right. Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense now. Because it's the different factions of the Tyrian Alliance. So the Alonians obviously taught Paragon, and the Canthans taught Ritualist, right? Oh, that makes so much more sense now. Yes. I don't know if it'll be like a specific subsect, but like just, you know, Cantha and Alona in general. Wow, that makes sense. Man, they made it lore-wise make sense as to why we finally got Paragon and Ritualist. I love that. That is so cool that they tied it to lore like that. Hylic. There's so many. Yeah, but like are Hylic part of the Tyrian Alliance? Have we seen a Hylic at the Tyrian Alliance? Oh yeah, we have Norn. Oh, Evoker could be Norn. Yeah. So who do we have left? Asura, Norn, because we have Sylvari, and Char. We have Sylvari and Char for sure. We have Tengu. So they're like the races. So and then we're gonna have just Cantha and Alona as nations. One could just be Tyria, like Kryda, right? You know, so yeah, that's a good point. That if Cantha is gonna teach Ritualist, they wouldn't also teach the little Firefox. Right. Yeah, humans count as Alolan and Canthan, right, right. I don't think there might not be like a human one, but there's gonna be like Asura and Norn. So what would Asura and Norn teach? What do we have left? Engie and Thief. Asura could be the Engie with the like metallurgy. That would fit Asura. The Revenant's the wild card. The Revenant could be anything. But Norn could with the spirits of the wild and stuff, maybe the Ellie is Norn. There are Skrit members of the Alliance. Thief could be Skrit. Thief would be Skrit. That makes sense. That makes sense. It's just a little strange because we haven't seen a Skrit's like directly, like in our Tyrian Alliance meetings, right? Yeah, metallurgy taught by the Asura. Could totally see that. Conflating Tyria and Kryda, you really are human main. Listen, no, I know Tyria as a continent or a nation, not the planet we're on. I know it's confusing. It is not just human. No, that's everybody. The runes on the spirit fox body feel Norn. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I bet the Ellie is Norn. I bet the Engie is Asura. The thief is Skrit, as funny as that is. I love this. So who does that leave? We have Sylvari and Char and human by proxy of Cantha and Alona. So again, Revenant could be anybody. But then, like you guys were saying, we haven't had an Asura Revenant legend yet. Would they redo an Asura, or is that the Asura and the NG gets something else, or is taught by somebody else? What about like the wizards? Yes, Snaf. People were saying Snaf. OMAD would be incredible, especially going into this expansion that could have something to do with OMAD and OMAD's machine. I was gonna say the wizards. Yeah, I was thinking that too. We also have like, do you think that one of them could be taught by the wizard court? If the Revenant Legends Maban, I'm gonna be upset. Let Maban rest. You can't. He's like, didn't he give up his afterlife? We already have Shiro. The Kodan, nobody died. People were already dead. Bears were already dead. No bears died in Janthier Wilds. They couldn't kill the bears. Savis or Sivis. It's actually pronounced, I've been pronouncing it wrong. It's actually pronounced Sivis. Sivis legend, yes. Yes. I'll switch to Revenant. If it's any of my favorite characters, I'll switch to Rev. Oh my gosh. I thought I had a good answer to all of these, and then today Luminary getting the shield threw off my math. I think it's a little bit of a boring icon, the shield. Like, I know what it represents, and the claw mark makes sense now since it's based on the char. But it could have been like that little floaty spirit lantern thing. And they just made it like a beat up shield. Yeah, I was thinking the shield was I went out there and thought the shield was Paragon because it's got like the slots for spears. So yeah, so I guess the winged helmet is Paragon. Because that's the thing, like the shield is just another it's like another version of the base guardian shield icon, and like the warrior is just another version of the winged helm. Some of these icons confuse me. Like, whoa, you went with that, really? Yeah, why wasn't the symbol for the luminary a lantern? Especially because that's the thing that like follows you around. I don't quite understand why it's not a lantern. That would have been a much cooler symbol. But if the legend was one of the dragons, we've already had Glint. We've already filled our dragon legend quota for Revenant. Protector of the secret flame. Yeah. Yeah, I guess they were leaning more towards the protector part than the flame part, I guess. Okay, that's fine. I mean, I can't complain. It's a shield, it's a guardian. But it would have just like we've already had that and it's kind of boring. Like we could have had something cooler, but whatever. It's not like you stare at the symbol in the game. You know, Aurene, Revenant, Spec. She's not dead. Aurene's not dead. She's just napping. Nios. Oh my god. A Cryptus. A Cryptus. Are the Cryptus part of the Tyrian Alliance? They're not part of Tyria. They're part of the whatever realm. Suwon! She's dreaming, Talus. Let her dream. If you're new here, Guild Wars 2, hello! To anyone still down with Guild Wars 2, wait, but don't go yet. But don't go yet, Guild Wars 2 fans. Don't go yet. To anyone still down with Guild Wars 2, here's a gem code giveaway for one lucky winner. 1,200 gems. There's the code. Go. Go. I love how my mods are sus. It is. Well, go. Copy it. You have to post it in game. Don't leave. Well, thank you very much for coming into stream. Sorry, I was too hasty. I was too hasty in switching over into switching categories. Wait, come back. Come back. Hey, those who stayed get rewarded. That's how it works. That's how it works, you know? We play other games. It's okay. It's healthy. It's healthy. You know, it's healthy to just play Guild Wars 2 as long as you're taking care of yourself. But it's healthy to have other experiences in life as well. And the wonderful thing, as I always say, about Guild Wars 2, wait, I can push the Guild Wars 2 button on my stream deck. Does that put us back into the Guild Wars 2 category? What's it going to say? I don't know. It says Guild Wars 2 Tuesday. Of course it's Guild Wars 2 Tuesday. Didn't you guys know it's Guild Wars 2 Tuesday today? It's now Guild Wars 2 Tuesday. We like when everyone plays Guild Wars 2 and other games. It keeps you well-rounded. Exactly. It keeps you appreciating what Guild Wars 2 offers in comparison to other games, not only other genres, but also other MMOs, right? You get to appreciate like all of the quality of life that Guild Wars 2 has in comparison, right? Its story compared to others, its features, and you know, and as I always say, one of the best things about Guild Wars 2 is that it doesn't have a sub fee. So like, for example, I also dabble in this whenever there's new story or a new expansion of Final Fantasy 14. But it has a sub fee, which is very annoying. And so I can't just like hop on whenever I want to Final Fantasy 14. If I'm not subbing, I can't play. And that makes me not play a lot of Final Fantasy 14, right? Because I'm like, oh, I gotta, you know, pay extra money. Guild Wars 2 doesn't have that problem. Buy Guild Wars 2 once, play forever. A sub fee doesn't exist in Guild Wars 2. So once you have it, you can play it anytime. You don't have to like juggle this like, oh, I paid a sub fee for the month, so I gotta like, you know, be pressured to get my time in. Where's my cookie? You know, and have that like, because I do like I feel that kind of pressure when I play games with like a sub fee. I never have to feel that about Guild Wars 2. I never have to feel that about Guild Wars 2. I can log in whenever I want. I can log in for 5 minutes. I can log in for 5 days straight. Don't log in for 5 days straight. That's not healthy. Take breaks and drink water and, you know, look away from a screen for a while. That's only healthy, because if we take care of ourselves, then we can game longer, right? Over time. You don't want to burn yourself out. You don't want to burn yourself out either. That's a good thing. You don't want to burn yourself out on one game. That's not good either, because then you're going to kind of resent it. I had someone in here, someone was saying like, oh, I worked so hard on my legendary weapon in Guild Wars 2 that I burnt myself out. Don't do that. Don't do that. Set a healthy pace for you for any game that you're playing. So exactly. Who got the gems, by the way? Who won the gems? Gotta pay the Taru tax. Oh no. Where better buy a new character slot for that Allomancer. See, I don't think it's, see, I think NG's going to be Metallurgist, but I think that now that's too simple a name. I think it's going to be something else. I think it's going to be not that simple. Not that plain. I'm scrolling back up in chat. Who got it? I'm way too slow, not me. I tried and it didn't work. Who got it? You got it? Wait, the Rev? Did you get it? Did you get the gems? That was such a nice surprise. Thank you, Guild Wars 2. Everybody say thank you, Guild Wars 2. And everybody pre-order the new expansion. It's coming out October 28th. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, we've had so many theories. Metal Bender. It's going to be Metal Bender. Metal Morphosist. There it is. Metal Morphosist. Oh, congratulations, Rev. You won the gems. What are you going to buy? There's a cool new outfit in the gem store yesterday that came out. There's a cool emote. You can have like floaty, the little floaty symbols. There's a fly under my desk.